course.
I'm not getting involved.
Number of cars.
Observing and then calling. Are you observing? Anything? Any drug deals? Naughtiness?
Right.
Good. Right, mate, you're looking so...
Thanks,
So this gent's maybe video in the police station? Yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah, to the reason why? Why are you videoing the police station, sir?
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself first?
Can you tell me why you're...
I don't need to tell you anything, sir.
Alright, no worries.
Okay, so 977 failed to identify. Okay, so there's a prime example of an officer that fails to identify. He expects me to tell him what I'm doing, which I'm perfectly fine to sort of say what I'm doing, but when you then have an officer then that fails to identify, then that's then when there is an issue. So that's the officer now walking all the way over in that corner.
And here it is, the moment everything turns. After nearly 14 minutes of silence from police, an officer finally steps out, and he doesn't waste a second. "Why are you videoing the police station, sir?" A classic opener, but delivered with a tone that says suspicion, not curiosity. The auditor stays calm. He asks for identification, a simple, lawful request. But the officer? He walks straight into mistake number one. He refuses to ID. And right here, this is where viewers instantly know the encounter is shifting. The energy turns, the tension rises, and what was a peaceful audit suddenly becomes a confrontation.
So that was quite a very quick, as you may have heard him say, and please do turn up the volume for the way that he was describing that other, I believe, was also a PC, which in the shot of a member of the public, which they could clearly see me, was most probably, some people may find it inappropriate, some may not, but make your own judgment on that. So according to him, he's going to come back out, but oh, here we go. So you can see now he's brought a WPC, so you can see now she's going to try most probably and throw her weight around. Now let's see whether or not that's going to be the right.
As the officer walks off, something unusual happens. He mutters commentary under his breath, subtle but disrespectful, forgetting he's still on camera. The auditor calls it out instantly. You can feel the tension growing like a storm building overhead. It's the classic move. An officer dismisses a lawful auditor, refuses to identify, and then tries to minimize the situation as he retreats. But little does he know, this moment sets the stage for everything that follows.
Or not. So you can see there that they're clearly getting keyed up, so they're going to have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and that's what they're going to do. So those are the ones that were over there. But
you okay?
I am very well, thank you.
Sorry, what are you doing?
Well, who are you?
Just asking.
Yep, could I ask who you are first, please?
I don't really want you to be recording here.
What do you mean, you would not like...
Okay, sorry, we're just dealing with something else. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, this gentleman here. Thank you very much.
Suddenly, the scene shifts again. More officers begin emerging from the station. 1, 2, 3. Then a WPC joins them. The auditor spots the pattern instantly. He calls it before it happens. They're going to throw their weight around. And what's so gripping here is the body language. Grouped together, whispering, watching. They aren't just approaching, they're preparing. The suspense.
Right, so my name's PC Gould from Police Station. Why are you standing recording?
Could you identify yourself as well for me? Thank you very much. Also, as well, could you tell me why you did not tell me that you had turned your cameras on, considering it makes no difference. You've got people that are dyslexic and do not know the difference. Okay, it's part of your code of practice under section 3.5. okay, and 3.56 as well of your code of practice.
Excellent. Anyway, can I ask you why you're recording outside the police station?
You can ask me all what you wish, sir.
Go ahead then. Why are you recording outside the police station?
I'm doing a perfectly lawful activity.
Okay, but I'm asking you why you're doing it.
I don't have to tell you why I'm doing it, sir.
Okay, but you can understand from our point of view, it's quite an interesting thing for us to come and ask you, why are you recording outside the police station?
Because I'm doing a perfectly lawful activity.
Okay. Being devil's advocate here, alright, as a police station, we need to be careful of our security. Terrorism is where I'm...
So are you calling me a terrorist?
I'm not calling you a terrorism. I said, the first thing I said was devil's advocate. Alright, we need to be aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Well, I think it states exactly what I'm doing. I've got a camera and I'm outside a police station, so I'm recording.
Why?
Because I'm perfectly lawfully allowed to do so.
Okay.
And I don't need identification.
Okay.
Why would I need identification to do a perfectly lawful activity, sir?
But listen to me.
No, don't tell me to listen to you. You can ask and you can speak to me, but please don't talk to me in that tone, sir. You can ask me a question, and please do, but don't address me that way, sir. I have not addressed you in that tone, so
Right.
I'm asking you not to address me in that tone either, sir.
Fine.
So that's all I'll ask you to do.
Okay. Do you understand why we're here having this conversation?
I can perfectly understand
Okay,
why
so
you're
why
here.
can you not see side from our point of view then about the fact that we
And
need to be
why-
aware of
The
our-
WPC steps forward. Her tone is firm. Her posture is controlled. She asks, "Why are you recording?" This is where the pressure rises. Multiple officers surround a single cameraman, yet he holds his ground. He flips the script, requests ID, questions their BWV activation, citing section 3.5 of their own rules. Most people would back down here. He doesn't. This entire segment is a clash of confidence versus authority. And you can feel both sides bracing for the next.
And why? And do you not think that... Is the building not secure? Can you answer me that first?
The building is secure.
Right, then there ain't a problem.
But people want to know what's going on inside the police station. For an awful lot of
Well, I'm not
people-
inside the police
Let me
station.
finish, please. People want to know what's
Okay.
going on inside the police station, recording our unmarked vehicles for an awful lot of things.
Well, they're public property, the police vehicles are.
Okay.
They belong to the public.
They
Let's
do.
verify that, sir.
Okay.
So they're not your vehicles, they're the public's vehicles.
That is very true. They are public taxpayers' vehicles.
Okay?
That's right.
So we do need to verify that upright first.
Is there any guidance from... Okay.
Okay. Would you like to comment on corruption in Sussex with the police force?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, you would not?
To our press,
Well, they never get back to anyone.
okay. Well,
They never
the
get back to
guidance that
anybody.
we've been given, okay?
So do you think it's right when an officer breaks the law?
Again, I refer you to our press officer.
So in other words, you're shutting all the doors again on the public.
If you would like to speak to, as my colleague has said, okay, if you would like to speak to someone about anti-corruption and all things like that, then I'm sure you can...
Your
find
press
information.
office would only ever gets back.
Here comes the turning point. An officer tries the classic move. We have to be aware of terrorism. But the auditor doesn't let slide. Not for a second. Are you calling me a terrorist? Boom. That one question flips the conversation on its head. The officers scramble to clarify. Devil's advocate, we're just checking security, but the damage is done. The tension hits its peak. This is the moment the video becomes a full confrontation.
When there's something good to be said. When there's something bad to be said, they do not want to know and they do not acknowledge anyone.
Can we get something to dry ourselves?
Yeah, you go and get yourself a
So
coat. We'll be back in a minute, sir.
take as long as you want. So, wow. First I get told by one unidentified woman that I cannot be doing this. The next thing is he's telling me I have to show this and I have to do this. Guys, just bear with me. I'm just going to do my jacket up. The heavens have opened all of a sudden, so just do bear with me just slightly.
The auditor changes gears. He brings up corruption in Sussex Police, and the officers instantly lock up. No answers, no comments, just silence. Their reaction speaks louder than words. It's uncomfortable, it's revealing, and it's one of the most powerful moments in the audit, because silence, in this context, is its own statement.
So I've just rested the camera up against the fence just for a second. I know everything's getting piss wet through, so I'm sorry about the language, guys, but it is a wet day. So I will try and do my best to keep the device as dry as I can, and yeah, so I'm just going to see what I can do. If it sort of gets too bad, I may have to stop it because I don't want to lose the camera and I don't want to lose the gimbal. So I'm hoping everything on the gimbal is waterproof, I'm hoping, but I don't think it will be. The heavens have absolutely smashed it open. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to stay dry, I'm going to just try and tuck in somewhere. That's all I can really do, is to try and get in somewhere. So I know that they're going to be coming back along, so but we will then just play it step by step and see what happens, and that is all we can do. But as I said,
out of nowhere, the weather turns vicious. Heavy rain pours down as the auditor tries to save his equipment. But the commentary doesn't stop. Frustration mixes with truth as he breaks down the officer's behavior. The tone they used, the lack of accountability, the barrier between police and public. The storm outside mirrors the storm of the situation. It's messy, it's real, and it deepens the viewer's connection
and how they do it. And that is not what the police force should be about. The police force should be there to serve and protect the public. But then when you get little minions like 977, if I remember rightly, that was his number, 977. He was also the one that failed to identify himself when he first approached me. But you can see clearly that as he walked over, he was like, oh yeah, I've heard of that, one of those guys that film police stations. Well, if he knows what I'm doing, what's the problem? There is no problem. So guys, I know he sort of said that he was going to come out, but I'm not going to see the point in me getting myself completely pissed wet through anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the phone from the gimbal and I'm going to try and tuck the gimbal away. So just bear with me. The phone will just go in my pocket for a second.
With the rain hammering down, the auditor finally admits defeat. He packs away the gimbal, protects the phone, and searches for shelter. Yet even as he steps away, one thing is clear. This encounter ended because of the weather, not because the situation resolved. He leaves the scene with unfinished business, promising to return if anything else happens. It's a natural ending, but one that leaves viewers wanting more. A cliffhanger wrapped in